Can I be honest with you for a second? Like genuinely, truly honest? Something shifted recently. Not just in your external world, in your energy. In the way you carry yourself. In the way you wake up in the morning and move through your day. And whether you've consciously noticed it or not, the universe has been watching that shift happen, and it has been responding. Quietly. Behind the scenes. In ways that haven't fully shown up in your physical reality yet, but they're coming. They are absolutely coming. And that's why I need you to stay with me through this entire reading. Because what's coming through right now is not surface level. This is not a "someone likes you" type of message. This is deeper than that. This is about a soul that was specifically designed, I believe, with you in mind. Someone whose entire journey, every twist, every hardship, every detour, has been moving them in your direction without them even fully understanding why. That's what I'm being shown right now. That's the energy I'm feeling. And I just need you to sit with that for a moment before we go any further. Because you deserve to receive this. You deserve to hear it. You've been patient. You've been healing. You've been doing the inner work even on the days when nobody clapped for you, even on the days when it felt like nothing was changing. And the universe sees that. It hasn't forgotten. Not even close. So let's get into what's actually coming through for you, because there is so much here. And I want you to take your time with every single piece of this. The first thing I'm picking up on, and this is coming in incredibly strong, is that there is a soul in your atmosphere right now who is overwhelmed by you. And not in a casual, passing kind of way. I mean, they are genuinely, deeply, almost confusingly overwhelmed by the feelings they have for you. Like they did not plan for this. They were not expecting to feel this way. And every time they try to talk themselves down from these feelings, something pulls them right back in. Something about you just keeps drawing them back, and they cannot explain it rationally. They've tried. They keep trying. And it's not working, because what they feel for you isn't rational. It's spiritual. It's soulful. It goes far beyond what the mind can contain. And what I'm sensing is that this person has been sitting with these feelings quietly for longer than you know. They haven't announced it. They haven't made a grand declaration. But internally, this person has been navigating something enormous when it comes to you. There's been this internal battle happening, part of them wanting to step forward, part of them terrified of what that means, terrified of how exposed and vulnerable they would have to be. Because I don't think this person opens up easily. They're not someone who lets people in without hesitation. And yet with you, every wall they try to build comes right back down. Every time they think they've got their guard up, something you do or say just dismantles it completely. And that terrifies them as much as it intrigues them. But here's what I need you to understand, the fear isn't going to stop them. Whatever has been holding this person back, whether it's timing, circumstances, their own emotional walls, something they needed to resolve within themselves first, that is clearing. I'm feeling a release happening around them. Like something that was in the way is finally moving. And they are moving with it. Toward you. Now let me talk about you for a moment, because the energy around you right now is something I want to address before we go any further. There's something about the version of you that exists right now, not the you from 2 years ago, not the you who used to shrink yourself to make others comfortable, not the you who gave everything and waited to be chosen. I'm talking about the you that exists in this present moment, the you who has survived things that could have broken you, the you who made a quiet decision at some point to stop begging for what you deserve and simply start being it. That version of you is radiating something that cannot be faked. Cannot be manufactured. And the people in your orbit feel it. They feel it whether they understand it or not. What I'm picking up is that you have this quality, this rare, almost magnetic quality, where you can walk into a space and within minutes, the energy of that entire room changes. Not because you're performing or trying to impress anyone. It's actually the opposite. It's because you're so fully, unapologetically yourself that it creates this kind of gravitational pull. People are drawn to you because you remind them of something they've either lost or never found in themselves. You carry this frequency that feels both deeply grounded and wildly alive at the same time. And that combination is irresistible to people. This soul who is making their way to you, they have felt this deeply. Whatever interaction you've had with them, whether it was brief or extended, whether it was in person or even just through seeing you in passing or online, something transferred between the two of you that they haven't been able to shake. You left an imprint on them. You didn't even have to try. And in the quiet moments of their day, when the noise settles down, they think about you. They wonder about you. They find themselves imagining what it would be like to actually be in your world. And there's something coming through very clearly here. This person has been manifesting you. Maybe not in those exact words. Maybe they don't even use that kind of language. But they have been putting out into the universe a very specific desire, for someone real. For someone who doesn't play games. For someone who carries depth and warmth and that kind of rare energy that makes you feel more alive just by being near them. And the universe responded by showing them you. There's a very specific message coming through now that I have to deliver carefully, because it's layered and it's important. The universe has been preparing this connection with intentionality. Not accidentally. Not casually. I keep getting the word preparation over and over again, like there has been a process happening in the background of both of your lives that you weren't fully aware of, but that was absolutely necessary. Things had to be cleared. Energy had to be shifted. Lessons had to be learned. Versions of yourselves that wouldn't have worked together had to be outgrown. And that process, as painful as parts of it may have been, was sacred. It was purposeful. It was the universe making sure that when you two finally connect in the way you're meant to, you're both ready to actually receive what it is. Because here's what I'm sensing about this person: they are not someone who was designed to be a lesson in your life. They are not a karmic wound dressed up in a beautiful package. They are not someone who is going to come in and take from you. This energy is completely different from what you may have experienced before. This is someone who is genuinely prepared to show up. To be present. To build something with you that actually holds. And I feel like a part of you already senses this, even if you haven't met this person yet or even if you haven't fully acknowledged the connection, there's something in your gut that already knows this person is different. That they're safe. That they're meant. I'm also picking up something about the depth of the love this person carries for you. And I want you to really hear this. The love this person has for you, it's not surface-level admiration. It's not infatuation based on what you look like or what you can offer them. What they feel for you goes all the way down. To who you are when nobody's watching. To the way your mind works, the way your soul communicates, the quiet strength that lives underneath everything you present to the world. They see those layers. They're drawn to those layers. And the love they're carrying for you feels ancient to me, like it's familiar in a way that transcends this lifetime. Like some part of their soul already knows yours. I want to pause here and check in with you, because some of you receiving this might be in a place where love feels far away. Where you've been through so much disappointment that you've started to build a quiet story in your heart that says maybe this level of love just isn't meant for you. Maybe you've accepted a version of life where you're just watching from the outside while everyone else seems to find what they're looking for. And if that's where you are, I need you to hear me clearly: that story is not true. It is not your destiny. What has happened to you in the past, the people who couldn't love you the way you deserved, the connections that fell apart, the times you gave everything and still walked away empty, none of that was evidence of your worth. It was evidence of misalignment. It was the universe course-correcting on your behalf, even when it hurt like nothing you'd ever felt before. You are not someone who is meant to be left. You are not someone who is too much or not enough. You are exactly who you are supposed to be, and there is a soul out here, already in motion, already moving toward you, who is going to show you that in a way you won't be able to deny. I'm feeling a very strong sense of destiny around this connection. Like your paths have been set to cross, and nothing that has happened up until this point has derailed that. Not the wrong turns. Not the heartbreaks. Not the years you spent wondering if you were ever going to feel truly chosen by someone. All of it, was part of the preparation. For this. Let me tell you what I'm feeling about the way this is going to unfold, because the energy around it is so specific. There is going to be a moment, and some of you may already be approaching it, where this connection becomes undeniable. Where something that has been building under the surface suddenly becomes visible. And when it does, it's going to feel both unexpected and completely inevitable at the same time. Like, of course. Like it was always supposed to be this way. There's going to be a conversation, or a moment of eye contact, or something said between the two of you that cracks something open. That makes you both stop and acknowledge what's actually there. And once that happens, once that door opens, it's not going to close again. This person is not someone who runs from depth. Once they are in, they are in. And the commitment energy around them is extraordinary. I keep picking up on this feeling of someone who has truly been waiting for the real thing, not just settling, not just occupying time with someone who doesn't resonate, but actually waiting, with patience and a specific kind of hope, for someone who makes them feel the way you make them feel. And they've found that in you. Whether they've said it out loud yet or not, in their heart, they've already chosen you. There's also a specific feeling coming through about the way you two communicate. It's going to feel natural in a way that surprises you. Like you don't have to perform or manage yourself in front of this person. You can just be. All of it, the sides of yourself that you usually keep tucked away, the parts of you that feel too big or too complicated for most people to hold, this person is going to receive all of it without flinching. They're going to actually want more of you. They're going to ask questions and stay curious about who you are and what's underneath, not because they're trying to figure you out, but because you fascinate them on a level that feels almost spiritual. Now here's something I want you to receive, because this is coming through very powerfully and I don't want to gloss over it. The universe is sending you this person not just as a romantic gift, but as a mirror. This soul is going to reflect back to you things about yourself that you haven't been able to fully see on your own. They're going to love parts of you that you've been ashamed of or uncertain about. They're going to see value in the exact things that past people made you feel were liabilities. The sensitivity you've sometimes been made to feel is too much. They're going to call it beautiful. The way you care so deeply about everything? They're going to find it rare. The complexity of your inner world that some people found intimidating or exhausting. This person is going to find it like a home they've been searching for. And I want to say this clearly, receiving that is going to require something from you. It's going to require you to stay open. To not let the old armor go back up the moment things start to feel real. Because I'm sensing that some of you have a pattern, and it's not your fault, it developed for very good reasons, of pulling back just as something good is trying to reach you. Of finding reasons not to trust, not because the signs aren't there but because the heart has been wounded enough times that hope starts to feel dangerous. And I'm asking you, when this person shows up, when this energy makes itself known, please let them in. Let it be different this time. Because this time, it actually is. There's one more thing I have to say before we close out this reading, and I feel like this is the message the universe most wants you to carry with you. You have been faithful to your own becoming in a way that deserves to be honored. Even when you couldn't see the results. Even when the growth was happening so slowly that it felt like nothing was moving. Even when you were the only one who knew how hard you were working on yourself, on your healing, on your peace. That faithfulness has not gone unseen. The universe has been taking note of every single moment you chose yourself, every time you refused to go back to what diminished you, every quiet act of self-respect that nobody else even witnessed. And the universe is now responding to all of it. This divine soul is your response. They are the answer to the prayers you prayed when you were at your lowest. They are the love that your healing was making room for. They are proof that staying the course, even when you were exhausted and uncertain and not sure any of it was worth it, it was worth it. You were worth it. And you're about to know that in a way that touches every part of you. The universe has been preparing this. Every timeline, every seemingly wrong turn, everything that had to fall apart so the right thing could finally take its place, it has all been leading to this. To this person. To this love. To this chapter of your life where you finally get to exhale and know that you are exactly where you're supposed to be, with exactly who you're supposed to be with. It's coming. Hold the faith just a little longer. Your soul recognizes what's on the way, even if your mind can't quite name it yet. And it is beautiful.